I greet you all in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. You are watching A Verse a Day with me, Peter Muna. And today the verse of the day comes from the book of Genesis chapter 5, and I read verse 24. And it says, Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. Wow, I love that sentence. That Enoch walked with God, and he was no more, because God took him. You know, my brother, my sister, it is possible for the same words that were spoken in the testimony of Enoch to be spoken in our own testimonies. That Muna walked with God, and he was no more, because God took him. You know, my brother, many a times, and I'm sorry if I'll grieve you to say this, I'm sorry in advance. But you know, many a times when we put people to rest in their death, many a times we say that he has gone to be with the Lord, and we use this phrase to just anybody and all men. But the truth is, not all who lay rest in their death go to be with the Lord. All those who go to be with the Lord are those who walked with God until the time of their departure, for God took them. But I ask my brother, my sister, is it possible for me and you to walk with God? And if yes, how can you walk with God? Because Enoch walked with God every day of his life. When he woke up in the morning, he walked with God that day. When he went to sleep and rose again in another day, he walked with God in that day. Is it possible for me and you, my brother, my sister, to walk with God every single day of our life? And I believe the answer is yes. And how do we do that? It begins, number one, by faith. Because you cannot walk with a God you don't even believe exists, and therefore it begins with faith. My faith in God, your faith in God. Then, since we believe that God exists, and we believe then in the fact that He, God, made us for Himself, that He may have communion with us, therefore every day as we wake up full of faith of God, then our work is to pay attention to His word, and even for us to speak to Him. Because when you walk with someone, I believe Enoch did not walk with God just for the sake of walking, or as people who are just going silent, not speaking to each other. The same way, me and you, my brother, my sister, every day as we wake up full of faith, it is important then for us to hear God for ourselves through His word, and for us to speak with Him. No wonder Paul said to us that we should pray without ceasing. You know, it is not possible for me to seclude myself in a place forever and ever and pray without ceasing, but it is possible for my spirit to be in communion with my Father every single second, every single minute, every single hour, all through the day. It is possible. And therefore today, as we begin our day, my brother, my sister, let me call you, let me urge you, as I also urge myself and call myself, that we may walk conscious of God's presence with us, and that we may give our ears to what He says, so that as we hear, we may respond. As we hear, we may respond to Him. And therefore, in the morning, as I open scriptures, it is important for me and you to hear our Lord speaking, not to be those who just read scriptures, but those who hear His voice. And God speaks. God speaks always. The question is, are we opened? Are our ears opened to hearing Him, so that it can be said that Muna walked with God? Because that is my desire. I want to walk with God just as Enoch did. You know, it is said that we should imitate what is good. We should imitate people who left us good examples, righteous examples. Oh, brothers and sisters, how I desire that on the day that men will put me or lay me to rest, it shall be said that Muna walked with God, and he was not, for God mistook him. Oh, my brother, my sister, this day, let us try it then. This day, as we begin this morning, let us walk with the awareness of God's presence with us and open our ears to hear His word and respond and obey, walk in obedience to what He says to us, so that it can be possible for me and you to walk with God. And therefore, as we begin our day, my brother, my sister, let us walk with God. May God bless you, and may you have a blessed day. Shalom, shalom.